I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but there is a ton of fish right here by shore. I'm not sure what they are, but I have a spinner. I'm going to see if any of them are of the predator type, which I don't think they are. They actually look like shad. I didn't even know there were giant shad in this lake. You guys see these fish swimming around? I'm pretty sure they're shad. But they do not care that I am here. And they are giant shad if they are shad. I have an idea. Got one. Oh my god, they are giant shad. I'm gonna save you for later. Alright, welcome back everybody. Anybody that's new here, thanks for joining me today. Those of you guys that aren't new here, I'm on one of my favorite lakes again. Finally it got warm enough, and yeah, I think the waters have been warming up a lot because if you guys saw the beginning of this, there was a shad spawn happening. And yeah, I caught 2 of them, so I can use them for some bait. And yeah, if you guys know what I'm targeting, you already know what I'm targeting. The funny thing is there might be a little discrepancy because most people don't know what I'm targeting with pieces of meat. So I guess you'll just have to stay tuned, but keeping my fingers crossed. The lake is on today, and yeah, catch a bunch of fish. All right, so on this body of water, it's pretty simple. This jig should be good, brand new, with a chunk of cut bait about that long. We'll catch just about everything that swims in here, but there are a couple very large fish in this lake that I love to fight on this ultralight. Well, it's not ultralight. It's this is a 10-pound test. This is my 8-foot Apex Pro. It's medium light, extra fast. You can put 6 to 14-pound line on it, whatever. But I have it on a 4000 series reel, if that's anything for you guys. Most people think it's too heavy, but not for what I'm trying to target right now. So wish me luck. Okay, so the trick here is putting these on through the skin so they just hang off like that. It's almost as good as a minnow, and usually it lasts a lot longer. Okay, let's see if anything's biting. Water is 60 degrees right now, so I'm hoping that kind of gets everybody kicked off here. First time here this year, and usually first time is a little bit of a learning experience again. Got one. Let's see if it's the right species. Yep. So the trick here is if you use cut bait, anybody that knows where I'm at, you got to use cut bait to get the bigger ones. If they get a little bit bigger than that, I'll keep them. But there are a lot of those in here, so I'm going to get a bunch of them for my freezer, and yeah, call it good. There's one of those bigger ones. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. It's like a 10, 11 incher. Works every time. Okay, so let's see if we can get a quick couple dozen of those and call it a day. I really want like 20 of them, because that's all I really want to clean. But usually that's plenty if they're that big. And that is not a yellow bass. These guys come out of nowhere out here. I still don't know how to target them. But I will take them. Big old giant white bass. Guess we're gonna do yellow and white bass cleaning today. I think we got, what do we got here? I think that's another white bass. Yep, another giant white bass. I'm okay with that. These guys go really good on the smoker. What is that? Okay. You looked at it too close. Not quite big enough. What are you? Right species. Right size too. Fish on finally? Oh. Of course it's the littler guy. Where are your bigger schooled brothers? That feels like a better one. 'Cause it is giant. Oh man, that's too good. That giant is what I'm looking for. Well, I think I'm on the right track now. Oh, did I find them? So sometimes these bigger ones, they school up kind of by themselves, I've found out. So if you're ever on a bunch of little yellow bass, sometimes you can move and the big ones will be just outside the school of the little ones. Oh, that's a school of white bass down there. There's a giant school of these down below me right now. They're all these smaller ones though. I mean, it's good to see. They get big out here. But I prefer the school to be giant white bass, because then that way I can keep them. This could be fun though. What are you? Oh, I think I might know what this is. On this lake, very, very large predator fish will show up about a foot off the top of the water, right where the white bass and yellow bass swim, because I think they eat them here. I can tell you that's not a white bass or a yellow bass. If I wanted to clean a bunch of fish, that definitely would be one of them. Ye old channel kitty. They fight so hard in this lake. I'd be a perfect little eater if I wanted to, but I am only interested in the other fish right now. That was fun. Yeah, not chasing channel cats right now. Just trying to get the bigger white bass and yellow bass for the smoker for the season, basically. So, as much as those guys are fun, I am not necessarily targeting them. For anyone wondering, this is why I'm keeping the white bass. Tradition goes, if I go out fishing for them, I gotta take a patch with me. But yeah, if you guys see this, you should check out the Debrius Cooks Everything channel. These things are amazing, and I'll have everything linked in them so you guys can do it too. Pretty simple. It takes about 2 days to do, and then obviously you gotta catch and clean the white bass properly, but so good. But I'm gonna take a lunch here and find some more yellows. Sight fish that guy. Okay, so I'm doing something that's really kind of it's pretty cool. I'm gonna see if I throw this polarizer on. Granted, it's clean enough. You guys can see what I can see. So without it, with it. This is like fishing in an aquarium. You guys have to see this. Oh, the big northern pike right there. See that? I got his attention. It's not that big, but I got him to pay attention for a second. I think he used all his energy already to go after it a couple times. Hopefully you guys can see that. I think these guys are spawning right now. Trying to track down some bigger ones is really hard. There's a gazillion little guys. There's one. It's better. That's what I'm looking for. Okay guys, so I think you guys should have seen it, but I added a little polarizer to that thing. Hopefully you guys can see down in the water. It's one of those things, like, it's so cool because I get to see all of these fish swimming around. There's only like 2-3 feet of water, and they are just everywhere. I've seen muskie, I've seen big northern pike, I've seen catfish, I've seen everything. So I am currently sitting on 5 or yellow bass, big enough to keep. I like to keep them in that like 10-inch range. That's a big yellow bass. But yeah, right now I'm just kind of scanning this shallow flat here, and it looks like there's a bunch of action up on this area where it's like 1 foot of water. And yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get at least 10 to 15 of them, maybe 20. But yeah, if I can get 20 of them, I'll be doing good. I'll try standing up here. Maybe you guys can see a little bit better. There's a little bit of weeds up here in this shallow flat. Oh, there goes some right there. Apparently when I stand up though, my cast spooked them. Oh geez, there's like 10,000 of them right there. They're all about this size, so not big enough to keep. I don't know, can you guys see that pile of them right there? It's like 20, 30 of them. Every once in a while I spot a couple of big ones. Like that one. Oh, that's cool. That one should be big enough, yep. Okay, so I've seen about a dozen of these guys now. So, right in this weed patch appears to be some decent ones. One big tip I'm gonna give everybody. So, stick this in the gills, move it around until you see blood squirting out. Throw it in your net over the side of the boat or in a live well. Bleed them out. They taste way better. Literally 1,000 of them were just sitting there staring at me. Oh, there's piles of them. I gotta move slow. You can see them all on the surface out there. Holy cow. Thousands of them. This lake needs to be stocked with like flatheads or something. Knock down the numbers. You guys have to be able to see all of this. Apparently they like to pick things up off the bottom. There's some giant carp mixed in. Oh, that one looks good. That dude ran it down. Good deal. This is one of those days I need one of these guys, so I don't keep too many. I don't want to. There's no limit on these guys, but I just don't want to clean them. Oh, well, they're spawning. Ooh, seeing that guy coming from a mile away. That dude's big. When you can see him at a distance, they're a big yellow bass. This whole fishing this like shallow flat thing is awesome. Blah. That's cool. Got another one. Another giant. Nine. There's a good one. Come here. Oh. It has been a minute. I don't know how much you guys are going to see there, but I've been chasing these guys around for about 20 minutes now. Now I'm kind of debating on if I want to try and catch more than that. Oh, there's a big northern pike. Big old northern pike right there. Sight fishing is so much fun. I need to comment below. Should I come back here and just try and cast for some of these big northern pike? I might just do it anyways, but comment below if I should try some more of these toothy critters, because I know a couple of lakes that I've seen some giants on, and I think I actually seen a muskie here, so there's definitely some big fish around. Can you guys see that monster? Right in line with my lure right now. They gotta get huge out here because of these this endless supply of these fish. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that bobber right there, but there is a northern pike attached to it. Only reason I noticed is because I got close to it and it started swimming away. I'm going to try and snag the line that's attached to it and get him unhooked. We will see if that works out or not. Got the bobber. He's got to be pretty tired. He's been pulling this bobber around all day. This is why I fish with heavier line when got him. Let's see if we can do this guy a favor here. The old bobber and probably minnow rig. Let's see if we can get in there and get whatever hooks, and I'm out. He's lucky I brought my spreaders with. All right, bud, let's get you free here. This guy needs to survive so he can eat some more of these yellow bass so they get bigger. Of course, it's gonna be impossible to hold onto because I didn't fight him. That's a big fish. Hopefully he's okay. There he goes. Hopefully he's okay. I don't know where the other half it was, but they had like a super heavy duty fluoro leader, this clip, and then one of these round, or I forgot what these are called. They're like an S bend or something like that. But these things are, this would have been bad to go through his body. Plus he was pinned up with the bobber. I don't know what I did with the bobber, but the bobber is gonna wear him out eventually. So hopefully I did my good deed and he does okay. Okay, well, I did my good deed for the day. It was so weird because I thought I saw that thing swim in front of me when I was fishing on the other side of the lake here. And I mean like on the other side of the lake. And I was like, well, the wind's just blowing it along. And then I looked and I was watching it bob as it went away from me, way off in the distance. So I motored over to it to see. I'm like, maybe there's a fish broken off on there or something. It wasn't even that big, so whatever the person was using for line must have been pretty light. But yeah, big old bobber. So he would have been dragging that thing around forever and probably wouldn't have been able to dive deep or attack any fish. So hopefully he survives good and does his part in eating more of these yellow bass. The big thing here is if there's enough northern pike in here, then the yellow bass get bigger. They are a prolific spawner, meaning they spawn like all year long, almost like a minnow. And yeah, they take over lakes. This lake is overrun with them, so that's why I come here and try to get my my eaters and stuff like that from it. But those northern pike are definitely doing a good deed in keeping those things in here. So thumbs up for rescuing the big old pikey. I think that was like a 27 inch fish. I wasn't going to measure it because I didn't catch it, and I wanted to make sure he got back in the water. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Those of you guys that have not checked out my DWS Cooks Everything channel, that'll be listed down below in the description. Go ahead, check that out. I'm telling you guys, if you've never smoked fish before, do yourself a favor. Get some white bass or get some yellow bass, smoke them, do the recipe I told you. Add a little bit more brown sugar. I think that helps a little bit from the recipe that I have, but that's a good starting point. So give that a try. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, see you guys next time.